there, and welcome back to Cooking with Mrs. C. Now today we're going to make some cookies. Just this afternoon I was just sat down having a cup of tea after I'd done some schoolwork, and I really fancied something sweet and not been shopping. Not got anything in really, and I didn't fancy going out today, just having one of those days where I just wanted to be at home. And I thought, you know what, I have not made any biscuits yet, so we're going to make some cookies. We're going to make them with some oats that we might already have in, and some dried fruit, and just something that's a nice little easy snack that's still quite healthy and that you don't need too many ingredients. All right, so we're going to use the pan today. Now this is where I've not figured out how to do the camera. All right, so you have to bear with me, but we're going to use the pan. So that might have got you thinking already that yes, we're going to make something using the melting method, and you'd be right. All right, so into the pan we're going to put just 25 grams of sugar. Not a lot of sugar in here, so we're keeping that sugar down to make it better for our teeth and better for our health. So that's going to go into the pan. And into that we're going to put 100 grams of butter, which seems quite a lot, but these are going to make quite a lot of cookies. That goes into. We're going to use, where have I put it, 2 tablespoons of honey. Okay, really good to use honey, and if you can, local honey, especially if you get hay fever, which a lot of people do at this time of the year. And apparently if you use honey that is from local bees, it's meant to help your hay fever. And with a lot of the shops at the moment, the farm shops are selling local honey and they are open, and they're a little less busy sometimes to go to a little local farm shop if you've got one near you. All right, so they're the ingredients, I don't know whether you can see, that we are going to melt. Okay, so we've got the butter, honey and sugar in a pan over quite a low heat. We don't want it to bubble, we don't want that sugar to burn. Okay, and you'll notice that I've got a wooden spoon when using a pan on the hob. It's really important that you use a wooden spoon. Again, this is your science, and we use a wooden spoon so it doesn't conduct the heat. Wood is a poor conductor, and that means that it's not going to make your hand hot and burn you. All right, so we're just going to melt this till the sugar has dissolved and that solid butter, margarine, has melted. Okay, and all the mixture has all mixed together as one. Okay, so the mixture is all melted. Can you see that there? Yeah, everything has gone all lovely together. All right, and now we're going to put our dry ingredients in there. So to that, we're going to put 100 grams of rolled oats, the same ones that we used in the crumble and the same ones that we used in the muesli. Okay, we're going to have 100 grams of self-raising flour. If you've only got plain flour, I'm sure it will work equally as well. That's going to go in. Okay, and we're going to add 50 grams of dried fruit. Now I'm using dates today that I've just cut up. Dates are in a lot of the shops at the moment because it's Ramadan at the moment, so lots of our friends who are Muslim will be fasting during the day, and then when the sun sets they'll be having their evening meal together. And I believe that to break the fast, a lot of people use a date to get themselves ready for their evening meal at night time. So lovely dates from my corner shop at the moment, so I'm going to put some of those into the cookies. Now at this stage as well, if you wanted to put some cinnamon in there, some spice, that would go quite nicely. Okay, and we're just going to mix all of that together. It's a little bit like making flapjacks, those of you that have made them with me at school. All right, but we're not going to put this into one tin. We're going to make some little individual biscuits. So the mixture has all gone together nicely, if you can see that. There we go. And we're just going to use a spoon to get a spoonful, put it in our hands and roll it into a sphere, about the size of a little bouncy ball. All right, and we're going to put that onto a greased tray. And we're going to get a whole tray full of those, all the same size. Now it's really important that you try and get them all the same size, because they will then cook evenly and you won't have some that are burnt and some that aren't cooked. All right, so we're going to get them all the same size to put them on your greased baking tray. So here are our evenly sized balls of cookie dough. Really good to do your maths with these as well, because you can count them, you can halve them, you can divide them into different numbers to do your times tables. Really good way when you're cooking to try and practice those math skills. So with the balls, the spheres, if we want to be precise, we're just going to flatten them just with the flats of our hand, with our fingers. Okay, and then when they go in the oven, everything will melt and spread out, so it's important that you space them out, all right, because we don't want them really to lose their shape. And there we have our, well, I made 15, so quite a lot, 15 oat and date cookies. But like I said earlier, yours might be oat and cherry, oat and raisin, oat and lemon zest, whatever you've got, put it in, all right. Use up those bits of nuts, those bits of dried fruit, a grated apple, whatever you can to get some of your 5 a day in there, all right, because they'll be lovely. So we're going to put those in the oven, 170 degrees for about 15 minutes. And there we have our baked date and oat cookies that we could eat with a cup of tea, or if you're in a hurry in the morning and you're not sure what to have for breakfast, they make a great breakfast bar, breakfast cookie that you could have, full of oats to keep you going, keep your energy levels up, and just a nice little treat. So it's been really nice cooking with you again. I'm really looking forward to when we can cook again in the classroom, but until that time, keep watching Mrs. C and her cooking, and I can think that you're cooking along with me at your home. Take care, clean hands, stay inside. Bye.